Have you ever noticed how tightly we hold on to familiar routines, even when history clearly shows that they are detrimental? Think about Kodak, for instance, the once dominant force in photography. They completely rejected the idea of the digital camera overlooking the potential of Blockbuster, basically turning down the opportunity of buying Netflix because they thought streaming was this temporary trend that would eventually die out. It's strangely ironic how resistant we are to change right up until it becomes impossible to ignore. Today, we are facing not just minor technological updates. We're entering what Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, describes as takeoff into digital superintelligence. He recently wrote on his blog that we are essentially past the event horizon. We've now entered territory where productivity, creativity, and work itself are being entirely redefined. AI already surpasses human capabilities in numerous tasks, amplifying our output exponentially. The implications are of course profound. Tasks such as programming complex software, discovering novel scientific insights, and solving very advanced problems will in the near future be handled effortlessly by advanced artificial intelligence. The arrival of robots capable of sophisticated physical tasks is also imminent, and we've seen that with Tesla's Optimus, like how profound the maneuverability and physical abilities of these robots are becoming. Like they're becoming almost human-like in the ability to navigate and interface with the physical world. As this exponential scaling progresses, it won't simply be about doing current tasks better. Entirely new possibilities will open up. We might see breakthroughs that allow us to perform decades worth of research within months or even weeks. Sam also describes this phenomenon as the gentle singularity, a gradual yet profound transformation where today's state-of-the-art quickly becomes the baseline of tomorrow, raising the bar for innovation and adaptation. This ability to adapt, I would say, isn't just a competitive edge, it's critical. It's essentially the line between thriving on one end of the spectrum to complete irrelevance on the other end of the spectrum in this new digital AI era. As an example, imagine two healthcare professionals in the very near future. One continues relying solely on the old ways of doing things. That could be countless patient consultations, manual review of the patient history with old lab data, and using just pure knowledge and memory from maybe university 20 years ago to do the diagnostics and potentially overlooking signs of disease and so on, while the other healthcare professional chooses to integrate AI actively into the workflow. So basically using advanced reasoning models to help in the diagnostics process based on all the data that can be fed into that model of the patient history and the patient data from up-to-date lab tests. Everything will sort of be integrated with the knowledge of the patient as the central aspect for that particular patient. So it becomes a personalized experience, a personalized way of treating that individual patient, because we're all different. So within a short period of time, this second healthcare professional not only significantly improves patient outcomes, but actually becomes a recognized leader in preventative and personalized healthcare. Both doctors had the same starting point, but only one chose to embrace the transformative change. And the first one might even become irrelevant down the road because patients become more critical as well. So what are the actions you can take today to start thriving in the world of AI and an exponentially changing future? Well, first of all, we should try to go from passive users to active innovators. And what I mean by that is that with AI, we have so many new capabilities that we could only dream of in the past. AI is a brilliant coder, and so what that means is that we can now, instead of relying on companies to release software that sort of fits our needs but not completely, we can completely redefine our businesses, personal lives, and so on by having software coded that's specifically tailored our needs. We can all go, even now, just vibe coding on Lovable or Bold or Replit, whatever. We can instantly get software, use custom software as a tool, create AI agents that automate your work and so on. There's so many opportunities today to optimize your workflows with custom software. Secondly, start embracing deep automation. So it's time that we stop fearing automation and fear that it will take our jobs or something, because actually the biggest risk is that we don't discard all the routine tasks that we as humans don't need to do, because eventually those tasks are going to become automated anyways, and we might as well start shifting our focus to things that actually matter for us to do and start automating the things that can be automated. And so anything that's possible to automate, we should start figuring out how to actually automate it using AI. Thirdly, we should start seeing AI as a genuine creative partner. So we shouldn't just do creative work individually in silos anymore. See AI as this partner that can instantly visualize your ideas, create content, whether that's writing, video generation, graphical work, like anything can be created instantly, but you are still the deciding factor. You are still the one driving the AI. It just means that you can instantly iterate and experiment and so on. It transforms creativity from resource-heavy, long processes into a vibrant, endlessly experimental process, which is, I think, really fascinating for creative work, because it just opens up so many opportunities. Then there's also authentic connection in a digital age, because I guess a paradox is that as our tools evolve, become more advanced, this genuine connection might also become more scarce. So I think the businesses of the future that will thrive won't necessarily win by volume or number of iterations or versions they can push out of their app, but rather they'll succeed by cultivating authenticity and use AI to also make their products and offerings more authentic. Like AI can deeply analyze users, figuring out what are the customer sentiments, what kind of experience do users want, and then provide a hyper personalized experience with their product or service, enabling this deeper relationship with the end customers or users rather than just superficial interactions. So those who master true personalization sort of conquer and master the art of genuine digital empathy will really stand apart, I think. Finally, I would also say it's important to start looking into holistic integration of emerging technologies. So I think there is this convergence of a lot of technologies where AI is of course the foundation and what's like radically changing the world right now. But there are other converging technologies like blockchain redefining the financial sector, robotics going into the physical space, and so on. So the convergence of all these emerging technologies with AI is going to create a radical change and create new opportunities that we can't even imagine. So I think professionals and businesses that dip into this landscape of emerging and interconnected converging technologies will also lead the way forward. Do we just watch as all this change unfolds and just stay passive until we are forced to adapt? Or do we actively participate, shaping the future according to our vision and values? So I would say it's not just small adjustments, it's fundamentally redefining how we live, work, and interact. Imagine cities where autonomous vehicles communicate flawlessly, in eliminating traffic jams, just bringing people where they need to be. Envision workplaces where mundane tasks are effortlessly handled by intelligent systems, freeing human creativity for solving complex problems and driving genuine innovation. Picture a world where access to knowledge, healthcare, and resources isn't limited by geography or social status, thanks to the democratizing power of AI and advanced technology. The potential is immense, but so are the challenges, of course. Success in this new landscape demands courage, curiosity, and decisive action. It means embracing new skills, exploring unfamiliar technologies, and perhaps most importantly, cultivating an openness to continuous learning. We have a unique opportunity, not just to adapt to change, but to actively craft the kind of world that we want to live in. A world that's not only technologically advanced, but also profoundly human, inclusive, and resilient. So ask yourself, will you hold on to comfortable familiarity, or will you boldly step into uncertainty, becoming a pioneer in shaping this extraordinary new era? At least at Hause, we are all about embracing the future. We believe it's gonna be quite an incredible world, and our mission is to provide you with the resources and content you need to thrive in this new world. So thank you so much for watching, and please give the video a like if you learned something new, and also subscribe to our channel. That helps us a lot. See you soon in the next episode, and have a great day. Bye bye.